absolutely fascinating and amazing. Hey guys, and welcome to Gadget Reviews. Hi my dear Girities, Golden Astartes. So Chaos Rising, this awesome medieval Warhammer movie project channel has released a video behind the scenes of how everything is made, and I'm personally super fascinated with anything of this nature because I'm also somebody that from the very beginning, since I knew what movies were, I always wanted to create something like that. Either videos like now, graphics, everything by myself, which I'm doing, but not to that extent, not so sophisticated like they are. But I do plan to study Blender. That's another topic for another day. Anyway, so please guys, go check them out once again if you haven't already, and see the project. Is pretty big, it's pretty amazing. They already reached their goal, which congratulations, but you can still support them at Kickstart. So if you like to further support the project, please go and check them out. I'm gonna put both the links actually down below to the video so you can watch it to the full extent and support them that way, and of course to the Kickstarter itself. I think that what they're doing is pretty unique. Personally haven't seen anything that's related to Warhammer that is live action, at least not till now. I mean, I've seen of course Warhammer 40k things like Guardsman, which was pretty awesome, although very brief but so awesome, but I never seen something in a realm of Warhammer Fantasy, so I couldn't be more excited for this. Without further ado guys, let's see it.
Hi, I'm Jack Fox. I'm one of the directors of Chaos Rising, and I also designed and created all the visual effects featured in the pitch video. We are blown away by the support and generosity of everybody that's contributed to our project.
Oh, there is me!
Here's a little video giving you a peek behind the scenes at how we created the visual effects. Let's jump into it.
Oh, thank you for featuring me there. Thank you so much.
I love old school movie effects. I like to say if it can be done practically, do it practically. However, we made the pitch video and test scene with no budget, which meant practical effects were out the question. CGI was the only option we had available, and I was able to create all the visual effects with assets and software I already had lying about. Thankfully, we have smashed our Kickstarter targets, and I'm happy to announce we'll be combining old school practical effects like blood, gore and fire with state-of-the-art CGI to create truly amazing sequences for Chaos Rising.
Amazing.
The first big effects sequence is the Bretonnian fort establishing shot. This was actually an afterthought. We were really pressed for time on set and I didn't get a chance to get a wide shot of the fort, so I decided to create it digitally. It was really important to me that we established the setting and location in the first shot, and getting the two moons in there to cement it in the Warhammer universe was crucial. I created the sequence using Unreal Engine. I had already made a rough mock-up of the fort to previs the test scene, so it was just a case of adding in more detail and refining the design.
That is amazing.
I created some custom assets like the palisades and flags and built up the set to match the real location. For the shot design, I wanted the camera to start high up with the moon's centre frame, then crane down to reveal the fort and transition through the forest to the waiting marauders at the gates. We didn't have any on-set footage with that movement, so I had to take a static shot and add digital camera movement using a 3D character to mask the transition.
Wow.
One of the sneakiest effects is hidden at the end of the intro scene. Basically, we had a shot of the marauders entering the fort and the camera ending up on a close-up of the tattoo. However, in the edit, there wasn't a perfect run-through in a single take, and I needed to cut together the first part of take 1 with the end of take 2 and make it look like one shot.
Wow.
Luckily, I know movie magic, and I was able to hide the cut right here. As one of the soldiers walks past the camera, I tracked a mask around him and used him crossing the frame to transition seamlessly between takes. Seamlessly between takes. I used similar techniques throughout the pitch section to transition between scenes, like here and here, which brings us to the trebuchet. So this was an interesting effect to create. One of the standout features from Duncaran Medieval Village is their full-size functional trebuchet, and of course we wanted to feature that thing in action in the pitch video. However, launching it on camera was just not possible, so we decided to use CGI, because we could.
I never knew that was
the trebuchet using Blender,
Oh, here's Blender.
the original design. I wanted the trebuchet to function properly and be powered by a physics-based simulation rather than traditional keyframe animation. This was important to get a realistic motion and correct trajectory for the missile. It also allowed the fire and smoke simulation to respond accordingly. After rendering out the simulations in separate passes, I composited them into live-action footage using After Effects. Thankfully, I had the real trebuchet in shot to use as a reference to blend the 3D version with the footage. I reused the flaming missile simulation from a different angle for the overhead transition to Finn's segment. I also added in a few 3D arrows and an axe narrowly missing Finn's head in the scene because it looked cool.
Wow. I mean,
being slaughtered, we needed something over the top for Finn. The guy is 7 foot tall and looks superhuman, so we decided to have him get crushed by a trebuchet missile. I built a 3D mock-up of the longhouse in Blender and fractured the roof into broken sections. Then I placed a weighted sphere way up above it and ran a physics simulation, and the roof came crashing in. Then I just composited the render into live action footage and masked out Finn to make it look like he was crushed. So hopefully you found that interesting.
that's the only thing that
Insight into what goes into making these.
I thought is not real.
If you want to support Chaos Rising further, please consider donating to our Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
As I said. So, absolutely fascinating and amazing. Oh, I really have to continue with Blender. I mean, I started, but you know what happened these days? I can't even like bring my own thoughts together for the past week. Anyway, the point is, I'm very, very determined, you know, to finally learn something like this. So, it's gonna take a while though. I mean, I can work with a ton of different programs for editing, software, image, all of that, but I have absolutely no experience in 3D, so it's gonna be a long road. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, actually, I really thought that that's the only thing that's not real. Of course, the sword going through the guy's throat, yeah, that was completely CGI, it was obvious, but everything here was so well done. I would never see that. It's so dark, I would never see that this is not perfect or whatever. It looked perfect to me. And yeah, those transitions are pretty well done. I'm going to stop it right here at the logo once again. So you gotta appreciate the process, guys. And it's very cool of them that they show where all the money are going. Basically, they're very transparent about that. And they obviously put all their efforts into this. So amazing work. And I couldn't be more fascinated. I really hope that someday I'm gonna be a part of such a project in some kind of a capacity. Yeah, I mean, I could always be behind or in front of the camera. I can do both things. I mean, it's been my dream. I know that you guys are proposing me for different roles all the time, but I haven't heard of any Harry Potter caliber casting in Bulgaria just yet. Although that Bulgarian actress that got picked for Borat, I mean, she's great and she got pretty successful. That's a topic for another day, guys. But thank you very much for watching. As I said, check the guys down below, the 2 links to this video and the Kickstarter. Go support in whatever ways you can. With that being said, guys, if you'd like to support me, you can check out my OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, plus fitness, health, nutrition, along with some physique updates. Of course, if you're a Warhammer fan of any kind, fantasy or 40k, you can check out my Golden Astartes Discord server. You can also become a member of the channel on Astarte, Custody, or Primarch. And that is it, guys. Till next time, me, Gear Reviews. Bye bye.